Hi everyone, it is Clav and we are back today playing Star Wars Battlefront's historical campaign. This is the Galactic Civil War on the Fall of Yavin IV, and we get an intro from, I believe it's Admiral Akbar.
The destruction of the Death Star is a tremendous victory, but several Imperial garrisons escaped the blast, and their escape pods have crashed on the planet. They have combined their ranks and are moving on our base to attack. We must finish off the Imperials before our celebration can truly begin.
We have now swapped from the Empire to the Rebels. That's why it's the Fall of Yavin IV. Unfortunately, I'd already edited together this video, and then I deleted it thinking it was the other video that I'd made. It happens. It was an accident. We start off by playing as the Rebel soldier here, and we make our way down to the first command post. However, I did not play it very well, and I got taken out pretty quickly. The thing with this map is there's a massive height difference between the top of the map and the bottom of the map. If you get caught out without cover, it's really easy to get multiple stormtroopers unloading on you, even if they're in a lower position. There's a couple different command posts that do factor into how you play. However, I got really lucky and I just took out the swarms of enemies and it worked in my favour. Another thing to worry about, the colours of the stormtroopers. If you're the rebel team here, you have less to worry about if you're playing against a friend, because you don't stand out as bad. Obviously the indicator still comes up. As a stormtrooper, you are absolutely the colour white. There is no way that you can change that, and you stand out so bad. I actually opted to swap to the Wookie here and do a little bit of Wookie gameplay. It just felt like I needed someone who had sort of a shotgun, long range, in between, and the Wookie fit that condition. I came and tried to cap this command post, and I actually was really lucky because all the other teammates came over and flooded the command post, which meant it was a pretty easy cap for us. Even though we're balanced at the moment, that's massive. Then I tried to make my way down the hill because we have all the ones up the hill by sneaking around the back. That's worked for me before. It worked on Kashyyyk in the Clone Wars campaign. It did not work here as there is turrets defending that base. Then we moved back up the map, and we tried to find a spot where a lot of the stormtroopers would corral themselves to be taken out easier than if they were spread out. It makes it a lot harder if you get stuck fighting one or two stormtroopers when you could be fighting 6 or 7, especially if you're capable of moving and dodging all their bullets. Depending on the difficulty, again, this is medium difficulty, not very hard or hard. If you find yourself in a position where you lose a command post up the top here, it's really important that you do take it back, because they can swing across the map. By making them just come up, it limits the amount of spots that they can capture your command post from, attack you from, get vantage points on you from. So it's just really important. I've already racked up 40 kills here, and that's where the swing in momentum really comes from. I managed to get a lot of these stormtroopers on this staircase here. It was a very good spot to take a couple out, and then this command post was heavily fought after, and I was just really lucky with the way that I played it, that it worked out in my favour.
Watch out for a glade.
That stormtrooper went absolutely flying, that's why I included that. There's a couple of good spots for sharpshooters to sit, especially on this staircase, because you get a very good view of them coming out of that central command post. But we've already flipped the score. I've got 54 kills, 55 kills. It's 90 to 48. We're moving again, across the stairs laterally, not down.
Watch out for the stormtroopers.
I noticed a couple of stormtroopers trying to sneak up the back. Move my way around to this command post. The numbers are just constantly dwindling here, 67 to 11. I managed to get to this command post and cap it. Who's your favourite Star Wars character?
Jar Jar.
The next part is a long run. The reason why I included this is to show how far away it is, and if you have no enemies, it's a really boring run to do. There was maybe 2 stormtroopers sitting here, and then you run all the way up to this command post, up the top of this hill, which is even further away than you'd think. Then you start capping the command post. Fortunately, it's one of those command posts where you have to sit for a really long time to cap it. So on top of that, I thought, okay, there's 2 people left. I'm going to capture the vehicle, and I'm going to take the vehicle for a run down the field, see if I can find this last enemy. Could not find him. I think a teammate takes him out, and that ends the match on Yavin 4. I can finally get off Yavin. It's a very tough couple of places to play at. because of the shrubbery. Makes it hard to focus and see, especially when you are on the Empire side.
The Empire has discovered Echo Base. We must hold off their troops for as long as possible and protect the shield generator. Delay them until the evacuation is complete.
This map I don't understand at all. I can't understand how you play it, why you have to play the not command posts. Objective was the word I was looking for. The vehicles versus the shield generator. I know it's supposed to be like the movie, obviously. You start with a deficit as the rebels, so you get 200 to 250. Then you have to try and take out the walking menaces in these snow speeders.
AT-ATs.
I am no good at piloting whatsoever. No good. And it just makes the mission so much harder. I somehow lucked out with what I did. I don't know what it was that made me succeed here. Just focused on taking out enemies at this point in time without a real plan going forward. I then changed that plan later on. I found a spot that I'll show later where I think you can get a good return on sitting there. It's not often that that happens because you lose a lot of opportunity to take out other players or other enemies by moving around the map. Popped in the snowspeeder hoping for something, didn't get anything. I actually just took myself out. Didn't work in my favour. We respawned, tried to move around this long U-shaped corridor. I hate them. I don't know why they're in the game. Beeline for this command post, and unfortunately someone threw a grenade in there and he got me good. This is the spot where I think you can get a good return on your investment for sitting still. Which sounds silly. These turrets get a great view of both little walkers and large walkers coming down the field of play. And yes, it does take a few shots. Here I got lucky because the snowspeeder wrapped that one up. This AT-AT needs to be taken out, and it took a long time to get it down, as you can see from where it came from to where it finished. But taking them out gave the shield generator a break. We're on 127 to 186 here. Somehow, destroying the vehicles flipped the game into my favour. I'm not sure how. And it was kind of weird because I ran this whole long corridor, so I'm not taking any damage. I'm not doing any damage. I'm not taking command posts. The enemy team is dropping faster than we're dropping. 112 to 160. It's closing. So I sped it up, showing this is very, very boring. Capped this command post. This guy here was a pain, and then he respawned in another spot, making it harder for me. Took him out, capped the bunker, tried to leave the bunker, got taken out by a turret. That's kind of the issue with having such an open map, being Hoth has no cover really except for the trenches, and they're not very deep here. They're kind of like pop in and out trenches. I haven't got many kills either, I'm only on 16 here. You can end up vulnerable to the masses. Here's Luke Skywalker actually helping me. He's a very good dummy bait because they stand still, almost like he's supposed to chop them up. Doesn't need to, but he does a pretty good job of being bait. Then we move to the back of this command post, and there's a lot of snowtroopers sitting very still here. Unfortunately, didn't quite work in my favour, but whilst I had ammunition, it was quite a good spot. I respawned here at the shield generator, got blown up. Respawned again at the shield generator, got shot. Respawned again at the shield generator, thinking I'm a chance, got blown up. So don't do that. That's a very valuable lesson there. If you can own your mistakes and see what you did wrong, then you'll learn pretty quick. The shield generator finally got blown up. I got sick of getting blown up, so I took out my sharpshooter goggles, and I took out the enemies that were blowing me up. We have swapped the favour here. It is now 47 to 24 in our favour. It's pretty hard for the snowtroopers to get on top of us when it's 50-50 and the only command posts that they really have aren't benefiting their position. If they had have moved up and taken our rebel command post that's through the other cave that I didn't go through, it probably would have been harder to do. Without that, they were no real chance. So we moved our way down the field again, and the last guy is just over this crest there. I threw a grenade hoping, capped the command post, that helps. There he is, hiding just behind that walker. One day I will get him. And the victory is ours. That is another couple maps complete. Hoth is done. I had 43 kills, 10 deaths, and 3 caps. Didn't contribute much at all there. 6 headshots, that's okay. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching my daddy.